what Nigerians say. Buhari wants U.S. ambassador. President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday in Abuja urged the United States of America to ensure that its sources of information on Nigeria cut across all sectors, as some people might provide misleading and manipulative narratives for self-serving purposes, ignoring the larger picture of a united country. The president, who received letters of credence of United States of America ambassador to Nigeria, Mary Beth Leonard, said the recent listing of Nigeria for human rights concerns created an impression that some people were being unfairly treated or marginalized in the country. I know that those with access have created an impression of being marginalized. I sit here with a clear conscience. I took an oath and I am honoring the office, he said. President Buhari said it took some time to explain the situation in the country when he met with President Donald Trump in Washington, D.C., as the American president expressed concern with reports of attacks on segments of the society. It is not an easy task to work for the unity of the country, and I am doing my best. During your stay in the country, I am asking you to ensure that your sources of strategic information cut across, he said. The president urged the envoy to use the opportunity of her posting to Nigeria with her experience, knowledge, and energy to get the facts on the country. In her remarks, the United States ambassador said Nigeria was listed on a watch list to deepen conversation on the humanitarian situation in the country, accepting that some people could flare the flames and crystallize issues that could affect peaceful coexistence. There are people who make things less attractive than they seem, she said, noting that the report will deepen conversation of the situation in the country, especially with religious leaders and mediators. I want to assure you that the United States recognizes and celebrates the integration in Nigeria. She said the United States will always side with transparent processes. The ambassador said Nigeria and America have a lot in common in terms of being big among neighbors, enthusiastic and entrepreneurial. Ms. Leonard assured President Buhari of support from the United States, especially on the humanitarian challenges, while appreciating the willingness to always share useful information and intelligence with our country. He said, I feel it's a privilege and great honor to be here, coming to see the giants of Africa. I have worked for 30 decades before coming to Nigeria. We will do a lot together for peace, security, and delivering humanitarian assistance, she added. President Buhari also received letters of credence from the High Commissioner of Sri Lanka to Nigeria, Ahmed Lebe Sabarula Khan. The president appreciated the country for supporting Nigeria to provide the President of the United Nations General Assembly. In his remarks, the High Commissioner said, our countries face similar challenges and we will support each other. He said, Sri Lanka will also strengthen bilateral relations with Nigeria on trade and investments. Wow. So guys, all being said, in a nutshell, what the president is saying is that they should not believe what Nigerians are saying. I think it has gone beyond that. People, even Nigerians cannot even take, most Nigerians, because some people just believe some things. Normal human being cannot, just ordinary people on the street do not even take everything they hear, with all manner of seriousness. So let alone a government entity, a government body. It's not going to happen. Let alone, United States of America. They have come a long way. They are not going to be depending on hearsay and all of that. I don't know why the government, because if you can see that they are all singing the same thing. Both Adeshina, Garba Shehu, Lai Mohammed, they are all singing the same song. That because some people failed election, some people, because of some disgruntled people, they couldn't win election, so they are looking for several ways. So can that be said to himself even before he became the president of this country? Because he tried 3 times and he failed. So does it mean that was what he was doing? Because I see no reason why you would think somebody people are doing something if you don't really have your facts in the first place. With all these things that are happening, very soon they will still come and tell you, or I'm surprised that they have not even come out to say, oh, it is even the disgruntled element that made themselves not to obey court order. Then who made them not to obey court order? Because everything is always blame, 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 blame. They will tell you that because of this, because of that. If you are on that in that school of thought, definitely Nigerians too will be doing the same. They will be doing the same thing. If you don't obey court order, how do you expect the citizens to be law abiding? Because whatever you think in your heart, you always feel that other people, that is what other people are doing. So these guys are too much for all this kind of talk that they should not listen to people. Listen to who? You think they will just go and say, okay, this one said this. Even if you say it, they are going to do their own investigation. And that is why they know how to carry out all of these things, to do the right thing. See what is happening among them. Of course, they will never even agree. They will never agree to the fact that, they make mistakes sometimes. Most times, they even make mistake. They don't even want to agree. Anytime they want, if they realize that they have made mistake, the next thing is to put the blame on the opposition, to put the blames on Nigerians. Because I see no reason why you'll be telling people who know better than you, people who are not who are not tribalistic, people who are not sentimental, even in their governance, you are telling them not to listen to hearsay. You think that, I don't know, they think that everybody is just like them. See what is happening even in his own families, see what is happening. His wife is always coming out to say a lot of things. A man who is really capable, a man who is really in charge of his home, the wife will not be coming out every now and then. And she said they don't have pillow talk. If a man cannot have pillow talk with a woman cannot have pillow talk with her husband, so how do you expect the masses who are not staying together with him, have a relationship? I said it one time when our people had problem, when there's problem in South Africa. A whole president cannot just even make a consoling statement. He never said anything, and he just went to South Africa there, and those ones are saying they don't want people involved, who are doing little business. They just want bigger things, and they sealed it. And he couldn't even, no matter what, you can't just defend your people. Just defend your people. If the wife can be coming out and be saying all of those things, she does not have a one-on-one relationship with the husband. According to what she said, it's in the public domain. Some of the supporters will come. They never even said anything. That time, the woman said there's nothing like pillow talk, because they were asking him, journalists were asking him that instead of you coming out every now and then on the to the social media to let people know what is happening, this is what you can just discuss with your husband, even without anybody knowing it. She said there's nothing like pillow talk. If somebody, a wife, does not have a pillow talk with the husband, how do you expect the president to have a cordial relationship with the people? Granting interview, they'll ask him, he will not speak to Nigerians. This is only when they want to do all this at the arrangee interview. That is when you hear him speaking some statements, and most of the time he does not even come out to speak. It is the spokesperson, those two gentlemen, Adeshino and Gabashew. He's going to speak through them. So what kind of a thing is that? You don't have a relationship with your so-called citizens. You don't have relationship with them. You are telling Americans not to listen to them. So why would they not listen? Who are they going to cry to? Because you never even have a consoling statement, or just even a consoling words that will even make people say, no, we are going to do, we are okay. Even with his words, some people will even camouflage. But even when he speaks, most of the time, even when he manages to speak, it's something that, it will infuriate a lot of people. So Americans are really bigger than all of those talk. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to Nigeria. Someone say, don't believe Nigeria. Believe Benonians. Someone say, so who should they believe? You and your cousins against the rest of Nigerians. See you how you are thinking. And someone says here that by what this man saying here shows that the man ruling Nigeria is not Buhari, is imposter. Are you not Nigeria #1 citizen? You are in Nigeria. Answer. The most in fact, you need to hear what people are saying here. You didn't need to even go through that route. Make your submission known without passing insults. You don't need to insult somebody, but make those facts known. tell people what you think. And that's why I always tell people on this platform, if somebody makes mistake, correct the person in love, correct the person, or you state the fact, the person will learn from there. You don't even need to talk to anybody or saying you are this, you are that. That's why a lot of people have this problem. So guys, I don't know what you think concerning what the president said, that the US ambassador should not listen or should not believe what Nigerians are saying. Leave your comments. Thank you. Bye.